Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. It's the weekly Blind and the Special show, and of course, it wouldn't be a Blind and the Special show without technical difficulties. So, Pincalo and I are finally here. Sorry it took half an hour. I think poor Pincalo is about ready to
put a bullet in my own fucking brain? Yeah, that's about where I'm about ready to go because this goddamn laptop is just pissing me right off. I can't do any of my video projects. I can't do any of my editing. So I'm sorry if my video about the two twits is going to be a couple days late, everybody.
So yeah, we do apologize for the lateness, but I hope everybody enjoys the show. Let's see, who have we got here?
I don't know. I can't see.
Richo's here. Chadwick's here saying laptops suck.
This thing is pissed. This is supposed to be a gaming laptop too. Like it's one of those. There's one of those 3D ones. Like it has the settings where you could actually set it to 3D and all the high resolution shit. It was supposed to be like the best shit you could buy. Nope, I got lied to. Burned to the ground. And these last Windows updates are what killed me.
And they took all fucking weekend.
Yep. 16 hours of updates just to have my computer go to shit. So sorry if I seem a little grumpy, but let's see if these stories will make me feel better. I don't know if the screen sharing is working.
Oh, right. Thank
you. You have to select onto me in order to do that.
Let me screen share.
Screen share.
Whoops, don't want that. That'll give everybody an echo. No, not using Linux, Chadwick. Fuck Linux. This is the problem.
Or
the operating systems have gone to shit. You go. Hold on. I know what I have to do. I'll be.
I bet you I have to click on your name.
And yes, people, we're doing this from the separate offices, so we're doing it a little bit differently.
Shall I turn off voiceover?
No. Yeah, I guess voiceover will have to be turned off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Voiceover off. And clicky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd have to click on you, right?
Yeah, but voiceover still is not being nice. There we go. Okay. Voiceover on, voiceover's on. Okay, good.
All right, cool.
I can be seen. We're on my story.
So what did you click? You clicked you?
Basically, the way it has to work is on my end, I have to hit screen share, and then you have to click on my avatar. You know how on the
where it says menu button Pincalo.
Is that what you're on right now? If you whatever you're highlighted right now.
Video call participants. Two items.
That's what you have to do. You have to select that person. Don't take it off, or you take off my screen, and nobody will be able to see the stories.
No. Okay, guys. We fucking. I think.
All right, we're back to this now. Let me put my headphones on so I can actually hear you talk now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today?
Richo's laughing at the title of the story.
Which one? The demon's talking. Yeah, I would play this, except without voice meter. You can't hear the crazy like this chick.
This chick sounds the sound quality is great.
Well, thank you. This woman sounds like Kayak.
Like Blind Press's Streamlabs. What? Huh?
Check your Streamlabs, probably. By the way, people, there won't be any funny animations because I don't have OBS going. One of these days. I made an announcement the other day, I think. I was doing something. I did a stream or something like that. I was gaming. That's right. And I told Chadwick, I might just do something exercise related or something because my fat ass needs to lose some weight. Where you guys do something and we'll figure out reps or something. I'm gonna do something to earn to get a new laptop, and if I can get some help, that'd be great. Because I'm not gonna have you guys pay for all of it, just a portion of it. Aha! Then I can make all my fun videos because I've got a really interesting doozy, and if I had any of the other screens up, I'd show you what we're looking at. basically, we're looking at what I'm going to title A Tale of Two Twits. And that's all you get to know.
It's a funny thing.
It's so stupid. I mean, I went and it took me, while my computer was doing updates, I'm on my phone, and I found like 15 different stories relating to these guys 3 years apart. It's kind of crazy, kind of stupid, but hey, whatever. So let's talk about crazy. So we're gonna celebrate International Women's Day by reading a few articles pertaining to women. We're gonna start with the Florida lady and probably end with a Florida lady. Why? Because I like to end with Florida people. Because they help me feel better about myself. It's, it's just the way it is. All righty. So, Jacksonville, Florida. A woman who was arrested after an SUV was stolen. Actually, first of all, before we get into this, you know what we never do, honey? Are you there? Blind?
Thank you, Gunfox. Sorry for the $50. It says, here's 50 for the new computer, RIP laptop.
Yeah, this thing's going to get a shotgun to it if I can make the goal I want.
Target
shotgun or arrow? I haven't
loaded.
decided. I might actually. No, well, you see, that's the thing. I want it for everything else that we do. But who knows? I might literally just take a shotgun to it soon. It's caused me enough stress. I might end up in the hospital next to AP. All right. So as long as everyone's happy, Gunfox, thank you so much, buddy. But yeah, Blind, would you like me to get on with the story? Or would you
Yes, please get on with the crazy woman story.
Okay, crazy. Okay, now this is a crazy melanated individual who looks like every other crazy melanated individual we've seen. My name is Shanandra, and you will do what I say. You know, those bitches with the long fingernails and the bling. And I am a big, beautiful woman.
No, her name is Chandelier.
We might actually find out what her real name is. I just saw her real name. Oh man, I was making fun of shit, but this is bad. Okay, let's go with this. Hey, Jacksonville, Florida. A woman who was arrested after an SUV was stolen Thursday from an Ace Rent-A-Car on Jacksonville's north side told the News4Jax that demons took it.
News4Jax, huh?
Yeah, it's the Jacksonville's news channel. It's kind of dumb. It's a telenovela channel from the Colors.
Is it News4Jax? I was gonna make a Mortal Kombat joke, but
I don't know. But Gardenia McCullough, 23.
Wait, what?
Gardenia.
Gardenia.
My name is Gardenia, and you will listen to what I have to say, or I'm gonna have trouble.
Why do I have a feeling?
You understand me, boy?
Why do I have a feeling she was born in New Orleans?
That's all I can hear from her. And if you saw her, you guys would see that too. You guys don't see that. I see that. Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm a tech support specialist. All right, I gotta stop this. I'm gonna get in trouble. She appeared in court Friday.
Strike.
I'm the one. I'm dealing. By the way, it's annoying when the Italian government decides to claim something on your video.
You stole that opera music, you bastard.
Yes, I stole the opera music in Hitman. Friday morning on car theft charges, and her bond was set at $15,003.
No, gotta throw the extra $3 in there, right?
Yeah, it would have been better if it was a 50. You know, $15 and $15,350. Yeah, she was wearing a red jumpsuit.
Was
Kool-Aid!
It velvet?
Oh, she looked like Kool-Aid.
Was it velvet?
Oh, no, this is what she wore in court. She wore the red prison jumpsuit. And when you're in prison, there's only one reason why they give you a red prison jumpsuit.
Because you're crazy as fuck?
No, that's a different color. Just like green is for people that touch kids. Which indicates to guards in the jail that she needs extra attention.
She's a crazy bitch.
Needs some extra attention. I need to talk to my man for that extra attention. Oh, and she was not wearing. Well, in the photo, she's wearing what looks like some rather long nappy hair.
Oh, nappy hair? That's racist.
No, that's nappy as shit. I'm sorry. I know what nappy hair looks like. That is some nappy fucking hair. That is a nappy ass weave that she should never have worn.
Is it raggedy?
It looks like Gatto, you know, your sister's cat.
Yeah.
grew out all his hair, and you plopped Gatto on her head.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
And
pretty
yes,
bad.
my sister has a cat named Cat.
But wait till I wish you could see what the after photo of her looks like. These guys will see it. Okay, police said employees of the rental car company found McCullough with the SUV less than a mile away from the Travelodge Inn and Suites on Airport Road.
Lil nigga says I met her at KFC.
You gotta, this bitch. You ever seen what one of your sister's cousins looks like with the really short, nappy, curly, like 1 inch to 2 inch long pieces of carpet hanging off their heads?
You mean pubic hair?
It looks like that, yeah, but they're like tendrils, like they're like it's like birthday candle thickness. It's like little coils of carpet sticking off of her head.
You mean like what was it called? African fighting snakes?
She looks like buckwheat. She looks like buckwheat from the fucking Little Rascals. Oh, I wish I could show. I wish you could see this photo because the look is like, motherfucker, you better give me my weave back. I'm gonna kill you. You better not show that photo to nobody. Oh, I gotta stop. Oh, this is making me feel better though already. Woo. Happy Women's Day, people. Surveillance camera of the business caught a woman wearing the same clothing at the front desk. Moments later, a white Toyota RAV4 is seen driving away. It's not an SUV, it's a CUV.
I was gonna say that's not an.
Yeah, I think SUV. I think like suburban. I hear RAV4. I think little tiny compact. The assistant, Marley Rose, the assistant general manager of the company, said the woman was upset because they were overbooked at the Travelodge Inn and Suites.
So your response is to steal a car and blame it on the underworldly?
The woman who was next to the SUV spoke to News 4. Demons told me to do it. I didn't take it. The demons took it. That's a direct quote.
Wait, no. Did they tell you or did they take it themselves? You can't have it both ways, you crazy bitch.
That's what she's saying.
Either they told you to take it or they took it.
Ow, that hurt.
What was that? Are you okay?
I realized you were coming in from the door. I could hear you talking through both at the same time. And I closed my door, but I just popped my shoulder out of place. Yay! Yay, damage. She continued, I tried to rent it, but y'all didn't want me to rent a car. Y'all talked about how y'all didn't have any cars to rent, so I stole y'all's expletive. So I stole y'all's shit.
Wait. Okay, now we have 3 stories. First, the demons told her to take it. Then they took it themselves. And then she straight up stole their shit.
Yep. The demons told me to do it. I didn't take the demons took it.
I stole your shit.
That's right, I stole your shit.
You fucking... This is why we don't see very many black schizophrenic people.
No, this is... What?
I don't know where I was going with
that.
Oh,
okay, good. Because there's crazy, then there's melanated crazy. Melanated crazy is a whole other level of crazy. They steal y'all shit and then blame the demons.
And then come right out and admit it at the end.
The demons did it! The demons will set me free from stealing my car! That kind of shit. I don't know how that sounded. I don't know how that came up.
Okay, so that bitch is just as crazy as that senator that AP was playing that video of last night.
Yes.
Senator Flowers.
Probably your cousin. Oh. When police officers arrived, the woman hid in a hotel room.
What, it's just some random hotel room?
I don't know. Officers eventually got into her room, put her in handcuffs, and placed her in a patrol car. Not on the patrol car, but in the patrol car. According to records from her... Gee, shocking, right? According to records from her prior arrests, McCullough is a transient. She appears to have recently moved to Jacksonville from Miami. Failure. Failure. You know this woman? Did you chase a woman to Jacksonville? Did you make her crazy? Bet you did.
I was gonna say, I was gonna be mean again. I was gonna say, is Vamp looking for failure? Or
Now, Vamp's not that dark. Quite the opposite.
yeah, I know.
We don't talk shit about people. Come on, dear. Chop, chop. We're kind individuals here. We do not do that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
Here's another shock. McCullough was arrested 3 times in January on charges of trespassing, resisting police, and giving a false ID to police. She was released from jail February 20th. McCullough faced more serious prior charges in Miami, including theft of a firearm, battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting police, and petty theft. McCullough is due back in court March 28th. And he bets she'll sleep in.
But
Oh, and that's the first one. If you can see my eyes, they're pretty watery right now. Whoo-wee. I think you might have covered this next story, dear, but I don't know. If this will load. Watch how you talk. Oh, wait, first of all, let's talk about that previous story. How do you think? What do you think? You think we're good? Would you want to run into that individual in the street? I don't think I would.
yeah, no. Lil Nigga says that's not surprising.
The 3 arrests in January for worse shit? Not at all. Not at all. All right.
Says he ran into her at KFC.
Did you seriously run into her or someone that looked like her? Well, wait.
Probably.
How do you tell each other apart?
Oh, and I'm the one that was gonna sound racist earlier. Holy shit.
Oh. Both. All right. Watch how you talk about the women running for president. Girls are listening.
Yeah, I did cover this one.
Really?
On the coffee stream, yeah.
I must have missed it. Is it good? Or is it just dumb? It's Kamala Harris, so I'm going dumb.
It's dumb as fuck. Because they talk, this author talks about how her parents talked poorly about Anita Hill. And because they talked poorly about Anita Hill, it made her and her sister internalize these horrible things about black women. Because, you know, only black women can be home wrecking, gold digging floozies, apparently.
This is especially true for girls growing up in a world where rape culture is still in force. Oh, this is the one you were screaming at.
Yep.
Oh.
That was the day that you and Gunfox were in competition.
I didn't even think this one was that bad. Okay. Well, some of the people didn't hear it, so should we read it? Or here. Protecting the future of our black girls is more than enough reason to take note and correct this discrepancy. I don't want my daughter backing down from a leadership position she deserves because of mental hurdles or words she heard as a girl. Our daughters are watching and listening to the adult debates going on around them. Be careful how you talk about these candidates. Go fuck yourself, you lying cunt.
See?
She's just as fucking bad as all of them. She's not. She's fucking worse. That woman spreads more fucking vicious rumors and wildfires than Pelosi. Fuck's sakes. Fuck, you want to talk race baiting? So, going from the be nice, let's just say, the presidential candidates to Hillary Clinton rules out a rematch with Trump in 2020. Why? Because she knows she won't fucking win.
I think she's going to rule out a rematch until all the other candidates have gone fucking trounced.
Why does it look like she's trying to either suck a dick or speak into an invisible microphone? I'm not kidding.
Because maybe she's finally figured out that that's what Bill wants.
I'm not fucking kidding. No, she's reaching out for a handshake, and she's got her hand in a fist, and it looks like she's about to talk into an invisible microphone like a kid pretending to sing karaoke. She is fucking delusional. I hate Hillary Clinton so much. All right. The former Secretary of State Senator and First Lady ruled out another campaign during an interview posted Monday by New York TV station News 12. Clinton, who lost the 2016 presidential election to President Donald Trump, says, I'm going to keep on working. Actually, she should have a deep. I'm going to keep on working and speaking and standing up for what I believe in. What's at stake in our country?
Really stay standing up right now.
She's going to stand up. She has a broom tucked behind her shirt. Damn it, you threw me off, woman. This is why women shouldn't be allowed to talk. Oops. She says she has spoken with several of the candidates seeking I'm okay. Seeking the Democratic presidential nomination, and has told them, don't take advantage. Don't take anything for granted, even though we have a long list of real problems and broken promises from the Trump administration.
Wait, don't take advantage.
Don't take anything for granted.
Oh.
I took anything and granted and made advantage. I don't know why. I'm tired. I need coffee. Oh well. All right. Okay, so on to a real hate crime. Massachusetts woman charged with assaulting man in MAGA hat now faces, deportation.
Oh, this bitch.
It's not the one I was thinking of. I thought it was the Mexican Indian chick from way back when, from like last year. That's who I thought it was.
No, there's a new crazy...
Is it the Brazilian chick?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't read the whole story, but...
Okay, this is actually... It's not really that long. It's only a few paragraphs, so... This dude looks like he needs to be punched in the face, though. Just saying. Just saying. The dude looks like he needs... He looks like... You know what he looks like? The guy who looks like? Call it Dusty.
Oh, God.
A Brazilian woman who had headlines this week... Oh, man, come on, words. Mouth, make words. Motion for words. We want words. Words. We want to talk to words. Okay.
We want to talk to words.
We want to talk words. We need to speak words. Maybe I need booze. Maybe that'll help. No, I got to work tomorrow. A Brazilian woman who made headlines this week after she was charged with assaulting a man wearing a Make America Great Again hat inside a Massachusetts restaurant has been taken into ICE custody, officials said Tuesday. Rosiane Santos, 41, was charged this month with disorderly conduct and assault and battery. Why am I talking like V?
I know, I was about to ask. V?
And battery after police said he admitted to attacking a woman or attacking a man because he supported President Trump.
Did he look like a man?
He looked like a man. What is this thing? Not now. Go away, notification bar. A video submitted by 23-year-old Brighton Turner showed Ms. Santos yelling at him and knocking the red Make America Great Again hat off his head at the Casa Vallarta restaurant in Falmouth. Falmouth, not Falmouth. Falmouth, I'm speaking Spanish now. It's the Spanish, it's the good Spanish from Spain. I speak that Spanish. Ms. Santos told local media at the time that she was the victim in the situation, even though a bartender at the restaurant said Mr. Turner did nothing to provoke the alleged attack. Whew, sorry, had to burp. On Tuesday, ICE officials told Ms. Santos and took Ms. Santos into custody after determining that she was in the country illegally. Illegal!
Bad Brazilian person.
Deportation officers with ICE's Fugitive Operations Team, or IFOP.
IFOP?
IFOP. IFOT. IFOT. Not I thought, but I fought. Arrested Rosiane Santos, an unlawfully present... Wow, I like that term. An unlawfully present citizen of Brazil, today near Falmouth, Massachusetts. Well, it is a high Portuguese area. Brazilian, not so much, but hey. Said ICE spokesman John Mahone. Oh, that's a real government white boy name right there. My name is John Mahone. Or Mohan. Oh, it's Mohan. Mahone would have been better. Or Mahoney would have been even better, for those of us that know what Mahoney is. Speaking of which, I can't believe Steve Gutenberg went insane. But I didn't realize he went insane after the whole OJ thing. A local CBS affiliate reported Santos is currently facing local charges for assault and other offenses. She is presently in ICE custody and has been entered into removal proceedings before the federal immigration courts. And that's all there is, because if I go anymore, apparently I get in trouble. But apparently there's comments. Illegals are so... Oh, God, I love reading the comments on stories. It's fun. Illegals are so emboldened from the Obama years that they aren't trying to keep a low profile. Deport her immediately. Sorry, this shit's... I have to laugh at both sides because both sides are fucking morons. Oh, isn't that sweet? A con doing what they do best. Hate mongering. Oh, wait, that's second best. Lying is what they do best. Come to think of it, it's a toss-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But remember, you're a right-wing lunatic.
Of course I am. What your father called me that several times today without trying to call me that. Oh.
What do you mean without trying to call you that?
He tried not
straight
to.
Up no, he straight up called you a right-wing lunatic several times.
Yeah, but no, he said right-wing lunatic ideas. There's a difference.
No, he said you are a right-wing lunatic.
And I called him a fence-sitting centrist. So what? I did call him that. I did tell him specifically. Your grandfather laughed and we were fine. Why? Because that's how men settle things. It's not like when your uncle basically called us both Nazis, which was really funny when he did that because your grandpa's 100% German, so it makes it even better. Oh. All right. So, did you hear the news about Jussie Smollett or Jussie? Did you hear about Jussie, dear?
There's more.
Yeah, and apparently my computer's deciding to talk in my ear. Yeah, there's more to it. Jussie Smollett update. Grand jury returns 16 counts against the Empire actor.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to be painful. Jussie Smollett is now facing deeper legal troubles after a grand jury returned 16 felony counts against the actor after falsely reporting a hate crime attack against him in January. The grand jury returned the disorderly conduct charges on Thursday. He is scheduled to be arraigned on March 14th. The specific allegations: false report of offense, or class 4 felonies. Like we all were saying, bad idea, buddy. Jussie Smollett knew that at the time there was no reasonable ground for believing that such offenses had been committed.
He didn't care.
According to the indictment. The indictment expands the case against the actor. The counts focus on allegedly false statements as he... Oh, fuck off with that word. How about this? Get rid of the word. The counts focus on false statements he made to 2 different Chicago police officers. That sounds a lot better. Each count covers various... there's that word again. Alleged. Each count covers various acts that Smollett falsely described to the officers, including that he was hit by 2 men, that they yelled racial and homophobic slurs, and poured a chemical on him. Well, no, they didn't. You did all that, sir.
Chadwick says he will only see probation. Yeah, sadly, I think.
Do you think? Actually, yeah. There's the thing, though. This is the part. CBS 2 legal analyst Irv Miller said Smollett, if convicted, could face probation to up to 3 years in prison. Only 3 years? That's it? Lame. Needs 8. The grand jury decided he told multiple lies. They were going to charge him for each. Good. That's what you should do. If you have a crime, and that crime has multiple parts to it, you charge all those separate parts. Yes. Last month, Smollett was charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct for allegedly staging a racist and homophobic attack last month in Streetsville. Take off that goddamn word. I guess innocent until proven guilty also works in cases where there's more evidence proponent to the guiltiness of the person, right?
Yep.
Smollett.
Gunfox says just throw him in the shark tank and be done with it.
I completely agree. But we can't do that, because that would be a hate crime against everything, including the shark, probably. Because why? Because that's how this shit works. Whew. Smollett, who is black and openly gay, had told police he was attacked and was walking as he walked home around 2 a.m. on January 29th. He claimed 2 masked men, one of them also wearing a red... Okay, now there's a red MAGA hat. Okay. Shouted racist and homophobic slurs as they beat him, put a noose around his neck, and poured a chemical on him. On them?
But you still kept your sandwich.
The chemical got poured on them, too. Not on him, on them. Police said in reality, Smollett had paid those 2 men, Ola and Abel Osondero. That sounded too Spanish. Ola and Abel Osondero. That sounds better. $3,500 by check to stage the attack. CBS 2's Charlie DeMar has reported Smollett also directed the brothers to buy the noose at the hardware store and the hat and masks at a store in Uptown. Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson said police have to check. Or have the check. Police said the 2 brothers wore gloves during the staged attack. Probably because it was cold as shit.
Yeah.
And did punch Smollett, but the scratches and bruises on Smollett's face were most likely self-inflicted. Yeah, he scratched his face and his... He had a hangnail when he scratched his face. Oh, man. Police at the time said the attack was a publicity stunt because the actor was upset about his pay on the show. Smollett has denied all the allegations. Of course he did.
I still want to. I still don't know how you figure.
Look at that sad face.
I still don't know how you make the jump from I'm pissed off about how much I'm earning to I'm gonna pay to get myself jumped and hung. That'll work.
Because special people lead special worlds. And when it comes to the world of blue check marks and acting, they're all mentally fucking deranged. I seriously don't think there is really a sane person in Hollywood. All right, bye-bye to that story. Let's look at today's Trump outrage. Did everybody hear about this today? Everyone got a little sad. Because Trump signs Bibles at an Alabama church, dividing the faith leaders.
Hold on, real quick. Straight Sith Mail says if I jump somebody and they have a sandwich, I'm going to beat them with the sandwich at least.
If it's a Subway sandwich and it's been outside for more than 10 minutes, it might be considered a lethal weapon. This is why I eat flatbread. All right. Trump signs Bibles at Alabama church, dividing faith leaders.
Wouldn't that count as worshiping a graven image?
Worshipping Trump?
Having Trump sign a Bible.
No, it's a little weird, I'll tell you that right now. It's a little out of place for someone like that, but this is also it's a weird thing because this has to do with the tornadoes. Right? So all right, let's see here. Providence, Rhode Island. U.S. President Donald Trump was just doing what he could to raise spirits when he signed Bibles at an Alabama church for survivors of a tornado outbreak. Okay, got it. The person is writing from Rhode Island. Got it. Many religious leaders say, though some are offended and others say he could have handled it differently. Oh, that's what it is. It's a commercial in the ear.
Telling the survivors to fuck off?
Oh, man.
President Trump, I'm really upset. I've lost my home and the only thing I have left is this Bible. Will you sign it? Fuck you.
Herschel York. Herschel, Dean of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary School of Theology.
Was the name like, okay.
Wow.
I'll bite? Sure.
The Southern Baptist Theological Seminary School of Theology.
The Theological Seminary School of Theology?
Yes. So basically the Southern Baptist Bible School of Bible Teachings of Bibleness.
Okay. Awesome.
In Louisville, Kentucky, Well, we have some colonel here with some chicken. Said he didn't have a problem with Trump signing Bibles like former presidents have, because he was asked and because it was important to the people who were asking. Though we didn't have a national faith, oh, no, sorry, correction. Though we don't have a national faith, there is a faith in our nation. And so it's not all surprising that people would have politicians sign their Bibles. Yeah, but if I walked up to him and had him sign a copy of, like, say, the Quran or the Necronomicon, I don't think he'd sign either of those. Think about it. Take him a copy of an Aleister Crowley book.
President Trump, will you sign my LaVeyan Satanic Bible, please?
Will you please sign my Cthulhu guide?
Now, Hillary might sign that.
What's the Cthulhu Bible called?
I don't
I
remember.
care. Any Cthulhu-kins in the audience? Let me know. What do you call the Cthulhu Bible? All right, where are we here? But the Reverend Donnie Anderson, executive minister of the Rhode Island State Council of Churches, said she was offended by the way Trump scrawled his signature Friday, as if he autographed Bibles and other things, including hats, and posed for photos. She viewed it, she said, as a calculated political move by the Republican president to court his evangelical voting base. Salty much?
So basically, if Trump had not signed the Bibles, he would have been a heartless bastard for ignoring those poor tornado-stricken people.
Yep.
But now he's signed the Bibles, so he's a heartless bastard because he's a politically motivated Bible-signing piece of shit.
The man brought peace to the Korean Peninsula, even for a short time. And he was still bad. Something no other president has been able to do, even though, yes, other individuals help, but it has not been done in any timing. It was accomplished. That's all it was. And it was just him shit-talking. He shit-talked him into doing it. That's all it was.
Yep.
Still, Orange Man bad because he called Kim Jong-un a little man. Or ill, or whatever the fuck you want to call him. The little Korean man. He called the little Korean man little. Uh-oh. I hear helicopters. Presidents have a long history of signing Bibles, though early presidents typically signed them as gifts to send with a spiritual message. President Ronald Reagan signed a Bible that was sent secretly to Iranian officials in 1986.
So it's fine. It has happened before. So why are people bitching at Trump for doing things that other presidents have done?
Because it's Trump. That's the only thing I have been able to figure out is, like, why is it that celebrities are so angry with him? It's his status. He was able to go on TV, shit on every fucking buddy, and walk away.
Hey, Doc Griffin's in the chat.
Hey, Doc. That is really what he did. He shit on everybody in Hollywood with The Apprentice. Like, if you remember the episodes we watched, those people hate him the fucking most.
Yeah.
Didn't he kick Kathy Griffin off? Wasn't she on The Apprentice?
No. Rosie O'Donnell was.
Rosie, but him and Rosie go way back. They go back to the Walmart guns thing, like beyond that, because she's another fight. I actually thought she would run. She was going to run. But yeah. Roosevelt signed the family Bible his attorney general used to take the oath of office in 1939. So this has been going on for over a century. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it should technically count as a separation of church and state, but y'all have a fucked up system when it comes to that. I'm not even going to get started on our separation of church and state.
We shouldn't really
The Church
talk.
of Canada controls. The Church of Canada runs Canada like the Church of England runs England. Where am I here? It would have been different, Anderson said, if Trump had signed a Bible out of the limelight for someone with whom he had a close connection.
Oh, so because he signed many Bibles
for many people
in public for many people, it's a terrible thing.
Yep. Meanwhile, if I remember right, you're supposed to spread the Bible to spread the word, is what I remember from back in the day. But here you go. But here we go. This is from the fucking Reverend too. This woman should have her goddamn thing revoked. For me, the Bible is a very important part of my faith, and I don't think it should be used as a political ploy. I say it being used just as something out there to symbolize his support for the evangelical community, and it shouldn't be used in that way. People should have more respect for Scripture. Bitch, I rolled joints with Scripture.
It's been used as a political tool for fucking thousands of years.
How do you control the masses with religion?
What are you talking about? The fucking Reformation. The fucking Inquisition.
Oh, man, this is fun.
The Crusades, you retard.
This just keeps going like this. Holy shit.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Heschel York said that he personally would not ask the politician to sign a Bible, but that he has been asked to sign Bibles after he preaches. It feels awkward, he said, but he doesn't refuse. Then shut up. If it's meaningful, the more this guy talks and the more this woman talks, like, listen to this next sentence. If it's meaningful to them to have signatures on their Bible, I'm willing to do that.
Well, then what's... Oh, wait, it's because it's the person that you hate that's signing these people's Bibles. That's why.
This is fucking great. At the Providence Baptist Church in Smith Station, Alabama, the Reverend Rusty Sowell said, "The president's visit was uplifting and will help bring attention to a community that will need a long time to recover." I don't care. It's a Baptist. I'm going to make him an evangelist. Before leaving the church, Trump posed for a photograph with a 5th grade volunteer and signed the child's Bible, said Ada Ingram, a local volunteer. The president also signed her sister's Bible, Ingram said. In photos from the visit, Trump is shown signing the cover of a Bible. That's generally...
no.
You know,
I'm waiting. What a vile act.
I'm waiting for a Hitler reference. I'm waiting. Because, Hitler autographed stuff. Hitler autographed many, many books for people and shit.
What if he signed an upside-down, backwards Chinese Braille Bible with half the pages missing?
Well, I don't know. Oh, where am I here? I'm sweating from this. This is so aggravating. It just felt like hubris, said Cassidy Maloney, pastor of the First Congressional United Church of Christ in Fargo, North Dakota.
Bitch, you're across the country. What the fuck do you care?
It almost felt like a desecration of the holy book to put his signature on the front of it, literally. Oh my God, my brain. I'll read that one again. It almost felt like a desecration of the holy book to put his signature on the front, writ large, literally.
Yeah, because you got to throw that in there.
That's actually what she said.
Literally.
Opposed to figuratively signing a book with his full name in large writing on the front. He doesn't think politicians should sign Bibles, he said, because it could be seen as a blurring of church and state and an endorsement of Christianity over other religions. You just praised previous fucking presidents for doing so. Fuck off. It would have been out of line if Trump had brought Bibles and given them out, but that wasn't the case, said James Coffin, executive director of the Interfaith Council of Central Florida. Democrat state, Democrat state, Democrat state. Gee, I'm seeing a trend. Anybody else seeing a trend?
No, right?
Too much is being made out of something that doesn't deserve that kind of attention. No, you deserve to, focus on Pissgate and, Pizzagate and shit. All lies. Bill Leonard, the foundation dean and professor of Divinity Emeritus at the Wake Forest University School of Divinity in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Oh, look. Woke up to Facebook post Saturday morning. Is North Carolina still a red state or are they now a blue state? I'm pretty sure they're a blue state now. Woke up to Facebook posts Saturday morning by former students who were upset about Trump signing the Bibles because they don't view him as an appropriate example of spiritual guidance. Orange Man bad. But
Yeah.
Leonard said, it's important to remember that signing Bibles is an old tradition, particularly in Southern churches. And isn't he in a Southern church? Leonard said he would have viewed it as more problematic if the signings were done at a political rally. He doesn't see how Trump could have refused at the church.
Yeah.
It's a good statement. Yeah, a positive statement. It would have been worse if he had said no, because it would have seemed unkind. No shit. And this was at least one way he could have shown his concern along with his visit. In this setting where tragedy has occurred and where he comes for this brief visit, we need to have some grace about that for these folks. All right. Fucking dumb. Oh, contributing to this report were Associated Press writers Bruce Shear in Louisville, Kentucky, Dave Kulpuck in Fargo, North Dakota, and Michael Schneider in Orlando, Florida. Took 4 people to write this article. Holy shit. Oh, written by Jennifer McDermott.
Chadwick says, I haven't been religious in a long time, but that was pretty disrespectful.
We're not religious people either. That's why we're laughing so hard. We're like, how the hell can you people do this shit to your own freaking fellow Christians? That's not very Christian-like of you. Whew. All right. Next story.
Straight Sith Mail says, so I really don't see a problem either way.
There really isn't. I mean, if other presidents have done it before, and it's something that's primarily done in the South, he was doing it in the South. They asked him to do it. He didn't just throw Bibles at people. Hey, you with the little hands, have this huge Bible. You know, throw it at him and smack him in the head with it or something. I can't do a Trump right now. It was huge. It was huge. So I can't get that. Okay. Fuck. I just saw the guy's face. I bet you guys did too. All right. So I think I used to live in this complex that we're about to meet up with. This could be interesting. Man charged in Orange County triple homicide lived with parents' bodies. Investigation reveals. This is from March 8th.
Okay, then.
Yeah, this guy looked kooky, and if it wasn't for the fact he's almost a decade younger than me, I would have swore I went to school with him. But I think I might have gone to school with one of his brothers. Because this guy looks really fucking familiar, and it's terrifying. Camden Nicholson, 27. A 27-year-old man charged in the killings of his parents and their housekeeper has been living in Newport Beach home with the dead bodies for days before he drove his father's new BMW to a hospital and summoned police, according to investigators. Camden Nicholson is facing 3 counts of murder and possible sentencing enhancements for multiple killings, authorities said. He is being held at the Theo Lacey jail facility without bail.
What a non-threatening name.
I don't know. The name
Jail.
Theo kind of. If I run into a dude named Theo, I'm kind of running away the opposite direction. I won't fuck with someone named Theo. Name
Theo
scares me.
Lacey, though.
Don't care. If I run into a guy named Theo, I'm walking the fuck away. Whew. I'm okay. Nicholson killed his parents, Kim and Richard Nicholson, inside their home on Palazzo on February 11th, and a day later killed the family's housekeeper, Maria Morse. When she arrived at the house, prosecutors allege. Morris's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit this month against the dead couple's estate, alleging they knew their son was dangerous and should have taken steps to protect the housekeeper. Apparently, I read a separate article on this just before the start of the stream, and apparently for a while the dude's been threatening to kill his parents before he actually did it. Like pretty badly, like to the point of like they should have incarcerated the guy when it happened.
Okay.
Like there were many sightings of this. Newport Beach Police Detective Richard Henry wrote in a probable cause statement filed in court that when Nicholson called authorities on the night of February 13th, he told the police dispatcher that he had just killed his parents. Later, Nicholson told an officer they needed to go to his parents' home, located in a gated community in Newport Beach, because there were three bodies dead in the house, Henry wrote. It is not clear what prompted Nicholson to drive to the Kaiser Hospital in Irvine that night.
The smell.
Wow. No, Kaiser Hospital. specifically the Kaiser Hospital in Irvine. That's from where he lives. That is a much farther drive than where he should have
Isn't
gone.
that where kids go mostly?
No, you're thinking of the one in LA. No, the Kaiser Hospital is different. But he told police he killed his parents because he thought they were going to place him on a psychiatric hold. Further proving their fucking point. Nicholson shook, spoke incoherently, and was sweating when he spoke with officers at the hospital, leading the detectives to suspect he had taken medications that were not prescribed to him. Let's go back to what he looks like. I'm going back to what he looks like. Yeah, that doesn't look like he. Yeah, that's bad. He looks a little high, not the good kind of high. When Newport officers responded to the family's home to conduct a welfare check, they were met with a grisly scene, according to the document. They knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, but there was no answer. The dude said there were dead bodies in the fucking house and entered the house through an unlocked sliding door. The officers discovered Morse's body on the floor of the walk-in pantry in the kitchen, and then found Kim Nicholson's body lying face down against the wall inside the garage. Henry wrote, Richard Nicholson's body was found in the downstairs closet near the guest bathroom. A barbecue fork lying next to him.
Oh.
Sheesh. Authorities have not disclosed specifically how the three were killed. However, Henry wrote that a knife or some blunt object, such as a channel lock pliers or a barbecue fork, found inside the home was likely used.
God damn.
There's a big difference between channel lock pliers and a barbecue fork.
Yeah.
One is a pointy object, the other is a blunt object. Okay. As he walked through the house, Henry wrote that he saw food containers scattered around in plain sight. A large tray of ribs that had meat eaten off the bone sat in the kitchen counter, and cookies and a canister of whipped cream were in the bed in the master bedroom.
Okay.
Don't want to know what kinky shit he was doing with whipped cream in his parents' bed. Whipped cream and cookies in your dead parents' bed, not a good sign, dude. Not a good sign at all. Based on surveillance videos and receipts, investigators suspect the food was purchased by Nicholson after the killings, according to the document. Authorities collected various receipts from the home as part of their investigation, including one from an upscale grocery store and another from an adult entertainment shop. Hundreds of loose pills of various colors were strewn on the desk in the master bedroom. Some of them had been crushed into dust form, so he was snorting the shit.
Chadwick, you called it. Chadwick said in chat he looks like a pillhead.
It does. Like, I wasn't shocking. Makeshift bandages that police found next to a computer in the master bedroom led Henry to suspect Nicholson had used the computer in the room after the killings to possibly look up information related to homicide. The night of his arrest at the hospital wasn't the first time Nicholson had interacted with police. Officers had spoken with him at the Fashion Island Marriott. That's not far. After his mother reported him missing December 15th. At that time, they determined he was a voluntary missing adult and that there was no grounds to place him on psychiatric hold. Kim Nicholson had told police that her son had Asperger's syndrome, suffered from depression, and had anger issues, probably related to being an Asperger. Days before their deaths, Nicholson's parents apparently hired a private investigator, Michael Yusuf, to locate their son. Yusuf told the LA Times that last month that he was asked to find evidence that Nicholson was mentally incompetent, so they could obtain a conservatorship in court. God, I hate that word. Yusuf said that during his 5-day investigation, he found that Nicholson smoked excessive amounts of marijuana, took steroids, and was addicted to pornography.
They're gonna, of course, they
Annie?
have to throw in the fucking.
The private eye said, "Oh, God damn it, go away, LA Times. Continue without unlimited access."
The private eye said, "Go away, the LA Times."
No, I've opened that. Dre, as I went to finish the story, that stupid pop-up. Can you please subscribe to us? We need money, for we are losing to individuals on the internet. The private eye said he scoured the VA laptop and phone records as well as materials, but never located Nicholson during that time. Does this only take one writer, or did this take 3 writers? Wow. That's a scary looking woman.
VA laptop, huh?
VA laptop, yes. I don't know what's scarier, the dude or the chick that wrote the thing. I'm not kidding. The chick that wrote the thing looks frightening. I'm going to stop now. This is why I don't read stuff back from my old town. Because I end up knowing the people. It's fucking annoying. Edmonton. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. So this was updated a couple weeks ago. Did you hear about the guy in Edmonton that actually got charged for making threats to Trudeau?
No.
Really? You didn't know about that? A guy actually got charged for social media posts threatening Trudeau. So this is from February 20th because I came across it. I didn't read the date because, I'm a dumb shit. But hey, whatever. An Edmonton man has been charged after being linked to a social media account posting threatening messages against Justin Trudeau. That guy looks like a rapist. And I mean Trudeau. I don't mean the guy. A 41-year-old Edmonton man is facing criminal charge after the RCMP tracked a social media account used to post threatening messages against members of the Canadian government, including Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. That's not what you said in the headline. You liars. The RCMP's Integrated National Security Enforcement Team, KNSET, in Edmonton learned of the threatening messages February 5th, 4 days after Trudeau fielded questions from a crowd of 1,400 people at MacEwan University as part of the national series of town hall meetings, in which he gets booed out of every time he shows up because he's a twit. Investigators identified an Edmonton address and individual account holder linked to the social media account used to send the messages and made an arrest on February 15th, RCMP said in a Tuesday news release. The man was released from custody on the condition of being banned from going within 500 meters of Trudeau. He must also stay in Alberta and is prohibited from accessing social media sites.
Oh, fuck off.
That's not fair. Robert Dale Kerr, 41, is charged with uttering threats, but he didn't utter, he typed. He is scheduled to appear in Edmonton court Thursday. In January, Lutach area man Orion Rutley was charged with 2 counts of uttering threats after being accused of posting threatening messages about Trudeau and Premier Rochelle Notley on Twitter. Lisa Seymour Peters, 49, of Lethbridge, was charged with 1 count of uttering threats in May 2017 after allegedly posting threats on social media aimed at Sophie, Trudeau's wife. Okay, so there have been 3 or 4 people that have been arrested and charged.
I'd like to know what they actually said.
I would, but I guarantee the tweets have been deleted. Plus, I bet you they were from anonymous accounts. Woo, big yawn. All right, where are we at? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. We got 3, 4. We have 3 Floridas, straws in Ontario, and we don't need to listen to the controversial trustee. Really quick though. So, how do you deal with a controversial trustee? York School Board needs more time to think. So, what she did was the York Regional School Board has given itself extra time to decide how best to censure a controversial trustee whose comments in the Toronto Star suggested women are to, quote, stay quiet and in the kitchen.
Now, did she say that as in, I believe women are to stay quiet and in the kitchen? Or did she say that as in, it is thought that women are to stay quiet and be in the kitchen?
At a board meeting Tuesday evening, trustees discussed a report by Integrity Commissioner which found This is from a chick. A woman wrote this, said that.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
No.
How did the sentence come across?
We're gonna look into that apparently, but let me see if I can find a direct quote.
Because there are many ways you can say that. Saying that if you're a woman and you say something like, I believe that women should stay at home and be quiet and in the kitchen, that's one way. Or if you say,
oh no, she said it the way you would. At the time, Terrell Tracy told the Star she's, quote, one of the boys, and this is why they do not like me. A person that doesn't stay quiet in the kitchen is why the public, do not like me. I have many male qualities that traditionalists don't like, is what she said to someone during a text message.
Yeah. See, that's what I was trying to figure out. Did she say, like, because that's not saying that all women should be quiet and in the kitchen.
The outcry was because of racist comments posted on her Facebook page. What? Okay, first of all, women aren't a race. Distasteful, derogatory, out of place comments to the Toronto Star were inappropriate because they can be viewed as disparaging and offensive to reasonable members of the public. Not only that, but I am not confident that she has adequately reflected on her choice of words. Literally, that's what she said. That is all she said. From what I'm seeing here, all she simply said. I'm trying to find the actual comments because those calls were in light of racist posts during the last election that concerned her rival being an immigrant. But she said her account was hacked back then. But she told the Star she's one of the boys, they don't like it. And if a person that doesn't stay quiet in the kitchen is why the public don't like me. Because she's the... This is what the... This is why I hate people. Okay, another note of the comments imply that stay-at-home parents are less than women who work outside of the home.
Where?
That's what so that's what they're saying. These people are saying that because she said that she's not one to stay quiet and in the kitchen. I still don't see what's racist. I still don't see the...
She used a colloquialism. Shoot her.
Yeah. The police have been involved. You have no idea what I've gone through. I've been in therapy. It's been really difficult. I'm just trying the best not to quit. Wow. That's fucked. They're lynching her because she said she's not a person to stay in the kitchen. The left has officially lost its fucking mind. All right. Let's go play in Florida. We got 3 stories left. First story. Jaguar attacks woman taking selfie at Wildlife World Zoo in Litchfield Park. Dumb fucking woman. Litchfield Park, Arizona. Litchfield? Let's go with German. We'll go with German. It's Litchfield Park. A woman is recovering after she was attacked by a jaguar at Wildlife World Zoo, Aquarium and Safari Park Saturday evening. And by the way, these guys were active on Twitter like all day about this shit, and it's pretty cool. There was I wish to see if my OBS worked. We could have listened to this. The 911 call was released from it about it, and I wanted to hear what they had to say. Go away, Mozilla. Go away, Mozilla. Trying to get me to do stuff. Okay. Rural Metro fire crews who responded to the scene said the woman was trying to take a selfie near the fence of the jaguar enclosure when the cat reached out and attacked her arm. Officials said she was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Adam Wilkerson, who recorded video of the incident, said he was with his mother and 2 kids near the jaguar enclosure when he heard screaming and saw the jaguar's claws grasping the woman's hand. It seems like pandemonium! Everyone yelling for help. He wrote in a Reddit post. Actually, I'm going to find this Reddit post. He said his mother distracted the jaguar with a water bottle and it let go of the woman. Does that mean his mother threw the water bottle at the cat's head? That'd just be funny. I really think that would be hilarious. And if it was an empty water bottle, just a
You know what I'm picturing?
Ninja when he's scratching at the when he's scratching at the couch and I throw a bottle at him, he just stands there looking at me.
Just going
Oh, fucking cats. He said his mother just okay. We're still in shock from it all. This is the second time the female jaguar has swiped at someone, said the director Mickey Olson. Olson said the 4 or 5-year-old cat will not be euthanized because it, quote, was not the animal's fault and they would never harm an animal based on human behavior because he's not Harambe.
Yay!
I think you observe the barriers. They're there for a good reason. We try to keep everyone safe. We have an excellent safety record with all our animals. For the past 35 years, Wildlife World Zoo has served literally hundreds of thousands and over 1 million customers with very few injuries. And usually those injuries result from misbehavior of the visitor or human error.
Mm-hmm.
Every time that you have an incident in a zoo, you're going to double check it and meet with all your staff to figure out a way to stop that incident from happening again. But again, when people do not respect the barriers, there's always a chance there might be a problem. Zoo officials tweeted the following statement Saturday night. We regret to inform that this evening, before closing, that there was an incident reported involving a guest who crossed over the barrier to get a photo, according to eyewitnesses. The visitor sustained non-life-threatening injuries to their arm from one of our female jaguars. At the request of the family, paramedics were called. At no time was the animal out of its enclosure. The incident is being fully investigated. And they were on Twitter pretty much the past whole day. And you know what? I give these guys a lot of credit because the people that were responding to them. That was the other interesting thing. I didn't see any negative stuff towards the zoo. I only saw everybody calling this lady a dumbass. That's all I saw.
How refreshing.
It actually was. It made me feel good. I'm reading it going, this bitch is getting lynched. So Jeff, this is the second time attacked a visitor at the zoo. Jeff Allen tells ABC he was hurt by the same cat last summer. Oh, this is going to be good. The dude who got hurt last time. Mann says he was also attacked. So this is the other article. We're going to pause on this for a second. We'll go there. Mann says, so this is from today. This is from an hour ago. Oh, boy. Mann says he was also attacked by jaguar at the zoo. The woman injured by the jaguar apologized Sunday, saying she was in the wrong after crossing a barrier to take a selfie with the big cat. Well, no shit. I hope you can't use your hand for a fucking year. The woman told zoo officials she loves the zoo and feels bad for the negative publicity the park has received after the incident Saturday evening. They didn't receive any negative publicity, lady.
You did, lady.
The woman had to have stitches, but was released by the hospital the same day. Well, yeah. It's not like you were mauled by a bear. This is the second time someone has been injured at the jaguar exhibit. Jeff Allen tells ABC 15 he was hurt by the same cat last summer. Allen said he was reaching over a barrier to take a video, and that's when the animal clawed him. I never climbed over a barrier. I never stepped over a barrier. I was behind the barrier and just reached my arm out. Uh-huh. Bullshit. I want to see the tape.
Okay, but first of all, there was a barrier before the fence.
Yep.
So
at all of these enclosures. Think about the Metro Toronto Zoo.
He would have had to have climbed over the first barrier.
Apparently, no. He reached over.
So he wants us to believe that he reached over the first barrier.
Yep.
The jaguar jumped the fence.
No. The jaguar had long enough arms to reach to his arm and up.
Yeah, okay. This is a Stretch Armstrong jaguar.
Yes,
apparently?
it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Allen said he got 8 stitches and even hired an 8-stitch motherfucker. Gypsy does worse damage than that. Our buddy's cat. She's a little tiny 1-pound evilness ball of 8-year-old evil. And she will rip you open with just a look.
Hi, I'm cute.
I'm cute. Pet me. Half a second into scratching. Okay, stop petting me.
And her stop petting me is
a claw.
Fuck you, I'm gonna rip your eyes out.
Pretty much. And and the thing is, you don't go to her. She'll come to you.
Yeah.
Be all sweet and cuddly and loving, and then just, I'm done. I'm done. You annoyed me.
Like when I was pregnant, she loved me.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not pregnant, she's like, Whatever.
He said so he got 8 stitches and hired an attorney, hoping the zoo would add more protection between visitors and the animals. He said the case never went to court. I didn't even want money. All my wife and I wanted was ... I mean, a kid could cross over this barrier if he wanted to. If my 3-year-old grandson wanted to cross over this barrier, he could do it. Well, then you should keep your 3-year-old grandson away from the fucking barrier.
Oh, hi, Data Wasteland, and All You Need says if he reached out over the barrier, his arm was not behind the barrier. No, it was not.
Exactly. Alan shared cell phone video of the incident on ABC 15. You can watch the video in the player above. Warning, video contains graphic images. That doesn't look like the video. That looks like fire sparks inside of apartment. Hey,
False advertising.
Hey, ABC, your video above is not the right video. Unless this is a... Oh, here it is. Okay. There's no sound, but that's fine. I'm just... I actually just really want to see this stupidity that he says, I just reached over. Well, let's find out if this video will actually load. Load? Of course, an ad. Well, while we wait for the ad to end. So yeah. Okay, so let's let that load for a minute. Oh, wait, is it done now? Oh, cool. We can get Calgary Stampede tickets, honey, if we go buy a new Ford right now.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Okay, so that's the woman being mauled. That's not the dude.
Our cat used to play fetch.
He still does. He plays it with me. Wow. Oh. Okay, good. They are going to show the video. So they're talking about how I don't know if anybody can hear this. I doubt it.
No.
Okay, so he was reaching over. So the barrier is a garden barrier. So you got a 3-foot flower bed between the fencing and between the fence and the jag is a 3-foot garden. So you have to climb up onto it.
Okay.
And judging for what he did, he reached beyond the barrier.
So he deserved it.
Oh, wow. He got 8 stitches in his thumb. Like, literally, if you take your finger and make a circle on your thumb,
yeah,
that's all that happened. Like, at where your thumb pad is, underneath your thumbnail.
Yeah.
So it's 3 feet tall, 4 feet away from the fence. Okay, so that's dumb. They didn't even show anything. They showed an up-close shot of the cat. Oh, and by the way, honey, the holes in the fence are like 4 by 3. So I don't know if you know how big a jaguar's paw is.
No.
But that jaguar has to squeeze its paw through that thing pretty well to get it through. People need to respect the barriers and understand they are put in place for safety reasons. Zoo officials say there are only 2 injury-related incidents in recent memory, and that's these 2 idiots.
I would like to pet a jaguar.
Why?
Because I want to see what their fur is like.
You see Jordy?
Yeah.
That's what a jaguar's fur is. They're just a big cat.
What about lions?
Lions are dry. Their fur is very, very dry. Don't ask. Please don't.
What about because I will see. This is why I want to
see. Back in the day, they used to have, like, at the River Bluffs and everything, at the big shows, they used to have petting zoos. And at the petting zoos, they actually had big cats. Because African Lion Safari would bring their animals. And I got to pet one of the African Lion Safari lions.
I got to touch an elephant at the African Lion Safari.
I got to ride an elephant at Barnum and Bailey's, so like I got to ride circus elephants. But I also got to see a Clydesdale when I was like 3. And when you're 3 years old looking at a Clydesdale horse, you think they are the biggest creature in the entire universe. I remember thinking I was going to get stepped on.
They are pretty big.
Well, no, like its hoof was the size of my body.
Yeah.
So, I think there's a picture floating around of it. Okay, so let's look at this.
Probably come up to its knees.
Well, we got 15 minutes left and 2 Florida stories to go.
Okay.
Florida man accused of throwing Molotov cocktails at his impounded car.
What the I can't get it back. I may as well destroy the fucking thing.
A Florida man was arrested after authorities accused him of throwing Molotov cocktails at his impounded car. Police said that the incident occurred when 27-year-old Ayud Mule Abdul Rahman went to pay the towing fees after his Nissan Altima was impounded at Al-Mahi Auto Shop in Orlando. While Abdul Rahman was watching the shop's owner, Darnell Maurice Adams, to arrive and release his vehicle, he started throwing burning bottles at his own car.
Wait, so he was waiting for the shop's owner to come and release his vehicle?
Yep.
And I guess the shop's owner was taking too long, so he figured he may as well destroy his car.
Causing it to burst into flames.
All right, then.
Adams showed up a few minutes later and was able to extinguish the fire before emergency responders arrived. By this time, Abdul Rahman had left the premises. But Adams was able to identify him in surveillance camera footage, and authorities issued a warrant for his arrest. Abdul Rahman is facing charges of arson and manufacturing and transporting a firebomb. No shit. That is not a firebomb. U.S. cardiologist, it's like a pressure wash for your insides. Poor AP. Let's see here. So what is this? Man throws Molotov cocktail. Same difference. Don't care. Man arrested, accused of throwing Molotovs at his own. See, I love it. They link to their own stories. The man was taken into custody after Orange County deputies said he threw Molotovs at his own car, which parked inside an impound lot. Yeah. Oh, the link text. All right. And finally, the best of the stories for tonight. God, this woman is frightening looking. Florida woman shot boyfriend because he snored too loudly. You think I was making this up? She killed Snorlax.
I have thought about it, like, especially when we lived at Mom's and we had to share a room with you, me, and newborn Alex. And I'd be like, would you shut up? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then shortly after, I started sleeping on the couch, and I've slept on the couch for 4 years.
I know. It's sad. It sucks.
A woman shot her boyfriend of 3 weeks during an argument about the volume of his snoring.
3 weeks? Jesus Christ, lady.
Meth, not even once. If you could see this woman, you would think 3 weeks was an eternity to this woman. It's bad. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office says Lori Morin, 47, was arrested on charges of attempted murder and aggravated battery. Police were called to Morin's home in Cocoa, Florida, Wednesday for a report that a man had been shot. According to the sheriff's office, the woman and her boyfriend both said at first that the shooting was accidental.
Oh, so he's not dead?
But police later learned that the shooting was a result of an argument between the two about the man's snoring, which Morin apparently considered too loud. Court documents show that the boyfriend had shown up at Morin's home that night with nasal strips which he had hoped would quiet his nocturnal noises. At least he tried. Both parties had been drinking prior to and during the argument.
I'm shocked.
Both parties. The dispute allegedly escalated to the points where Morin retrieved and fired a shotgun, striking the victim.
Jesus Christ. Not even a fucking handgun? You're gonna go after him with a fucking 12 gauge?
The
Really?
boyfriend who received 1 gunshot wound in his torso, was she shooting slugs? He received 1 gunshot wound in his torso, was later
Oof.
said to be in stable condition. Okay. Shit's just too fucking weird for me. Almost as weird as here. Yes, almost as weird as I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the video I'm actually trying to make. So basically, this car, well, not this exact car, but a car similar to this, which is a '67 Buick Skylark, a beautiful vehicle, by the way, was taken by. No photo of them there. This is I went through so much research today. Where is it? Where the hell is it? There's a photo of these two, and it's the photo I want you guys to see, because if you guys don't see this photo, you're not going to sleep well. No, okay. So you got one that looks like the little brother of Dustin Diamond, Screech, and the other one looks like the great grandson of Adolf Hitler. Turns out they're both brothers. And these brothers caused a major problem at a border recently. And that's all I'm telling you, because this shit is too funny and I'm making a video on it. Let's see here. So that's the game for the night. It is 11:52. We still have a few minutes. Anybody want to talk? Ask questions? The any key. Oh. What the hell is going on? Okay. So,
I'm gonna take some NyQuil and play some Mortal Kombat for a bit before going to bed.
Sure. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on the YouTube. There will be a video out probably within the next few days if I can get my brain up to doing it. This shit actually burned me out a little bit. You can ask Blind. I was yelling. I've been yelling all day because every time I open a new link on this story, it's just something more retarded. It's just an interesting group. What about you, Blind? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting stream because it's March break, so I've got Alex home with me. It'll only be for tomorrow because he's doing Kung Fu camp for the mornings for the rest of the week. But tomorrow he'll be, I'm sure, popping in and out of the room. So it may end up being a bit of a shorter stream, but I will try and go all the way till noon.
Even her brother divorced her, and her own people don't want her. Ha ha! Sorry, I just came across the Imam Tawhidi, the Somali Americans in Minneapolis voiced criticism of Omar.
Yeah.
So it is 11:54. How is chat looking? Because I haven't looked at chat in a while.
Getting shot with rock salt sucks, says Chadwick.
Apparently it does. Back in the day, my buddy, we went to Ellicott City, Maryland before, this is way back before the river overflowed and destroyed the whole city. There was a place there called Hell House, otherwise known as St. Mary's Catholic College. And there used to be a groundskeeper there and lived in this giant mansion, and he would chase people with a salt rock shotgun.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, he had dogs and everything. When I was up there, it was after the house had been burned to the ground and the guy had died. But that place is spooky as shit. Now it's gone. The whole thing has been... I would not want to be living in that subdivision. The whole place got gutted and torn down recently and turned into a giant subdivision. But I wouldn't. That place was a massive murderous plot. The original story was a Catholic college in the 1800s, and then it became an insane asylum. And the crazy thing is, there was a movie, not House on Haunted Hill. It might have been House on Haunted Hill, but it was the same kind of thing. The dude locked down the insane asylum, released everybody, and then burned the place to the ground with everybody in it. Before that, it was a Catholic college. It was St. Mary's Catholic College before that. And all this time, it has been just this really weirdly haunted place. Back when my one friend and I were doing ghost hunting, which, yeah, we did ghost hunting in Southern Virginia, so it was kind of cool. We went there, and it was... If we had had video cameras back then, we could have done Ghost Hunters the proper way. It would have been that good.
Gunfox says for you to look at your DMs.
I just did, but I got to open it now. Do you want me to open that? No.
Was that the time when your buddy's kid wanted to go play with the little girl?
The both of them. Yeah.
That's
we had two
fucking
kids. We
creepy.
had my buddy's 2 kids with us. He's got like 5 now, but we had 2 kids with us, and they kept wanting to go play in the woods. There was a little girl apparently, and there was no kid. There was no child, but these 2 wanted to go play off in the woods. And then we also found the missing pool. We found out there was this whole place had some weird shit where if you went on back in the old days of the internet, you could actually find out like all the mystery stuff about this place. And we ended up being the ones that found the pool. It was kind of cool because nobody noticed that. I realized what it was because it looked like a swamp. It didn't look like a pool, no concrete, nothing. But then I caught one little tiny piece of corner, and I figured out that was the pool. So we took our pictures and booked it the hell out of there. Oh yeah, it was an interesting feat. I have stopped sharing my screen, I hope. So I'm going to go see what this link is from. Oh, the internet collapsed in Venezuela. I'm shocked. But real quick, let's read this over. Okay. Internet collapses in Venezuela with 80% offline. Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud are all blocked. Ooh. In the midst of a second nationwide power outage in Venezuela, the vast majority of the country is engulfed in a massive internet outage. Yeah, that's not planned at all. The first electrical blackout, which swept across the nation on Thursday, left Venezuela with only 2% connectivity. Oh, God.
wow. And all of that is taken up by Nicolas Maduro.
Yeah. Most of the country has been offline since Thursday, with limited or no connectivity being recorded across large swaths of the South American nation. The NetBlocks Group, a private internet watchdog organization based in the UK, reported on Saturday that 96% of the country was offline.
Chadwick's got a good point. Their internet is the least of their worries. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is kind of proof, though, about something. This is a proof of concept that was brought up in the 90s. With the power of the internet and what would happen if a country suddenly got cut off completely from the internet in the future when it becomes a dependency, which is what it is now. If you actually look at it, the majority of people require the internet as they're completely dependent on it for every aspect of their lives.
Yeah.
You and I, we can shut this thing off and walk away because we have life skills. Whereas a lot of these people, like, you got to think, it's 2019. That means in 2000, when I was doing this stuff out of nowhere, the 19 and 20-year-olds were just being born.
Yeah.
So they were born into this shit. Like, they were attached. They had a microchip thrown in them before you can even realize it. Hypothetical, not being literal, but you get my point. Whereas me, being an early 80s kid, I was introduced when I was 5 to a computer.
Yeah.
And from then, and so I grew with the internet, with technology, with the computers. And this was talked about of what was going to happen. And that's it. It's a crisis in some people's cases. It's terrifying. It's quite terrifying. So the Venezuelan government blocked YouTube and SoundCloud and partially blocked Twitter. That I heard about because the Venezuelan accounts were all being silenced because they were telling the truth.
Yeah.
They were posting what was going on. What does a successful revolution smell like? Confirmed. Twitter platform backend and image servers restricted in Venezuela from 3:10 p.m. UTC as citizens take to the streets under hashtag 4M Venezuela La Calle. following Guardo return. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're fucked. We're going to end it on that. So for tonight, I'm the special. Oh.
And I'm the blind. And we hope you enjoyed this show. Again, we do apologize it started half an hour late, but
and for the tech issues, but I'm going to keep bitching about my tech issues until I can figure out how to fix this damn thing.
And tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for another episode of the Coffee Stream. I hope everyone has a good night, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.